You know, the running joke around here is how often the Red Hot Chili Peppers are played here on WMMS. They are picking up a lot of those festival spots that the Foo Fighters bailed from. But the Chili Peppers also put out their first album in over a decade. And no, sorry, not the first one in a decade, but their first number one in a decade. Over. Unlimited Love is the new Chili Peppers. So for people who think the Chili Peppers are done, they have the number one album in the U.S. and the UK. They haven't had a number one album since 2006. Now, again, to have a number one album in 2022, you can sell fewer than 100,000 units. Nevertheless, number one is number one. And John Frusciante is back with the band. For my money, you can never go wrong with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, primarily live. You might not always like everything that they crank out, but they're a phenomenal live band. And they knocked Machine Gun Kelly from number one to number 9. Basically, a number one album now means everybody who's gonna buy it buys it when it drops. That's why you go from number 1 to number 9 if you're Machine Gun Kelly, because everybody who's gonna buy it buys it. Yeah. Already bought it. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers have had 8 albums in the Billboard Top 10. And the new one is number 1 in the U.S. and the UK. I haven't heard the whole thing. It is very... When they have Frusciante in the mix, it is a very noticeable kind of Red Hot Chili Peppers vibe. It's more of that... it's not as much sock on the penis as like Blood Sugar Sex Magic. These guys are older guys. Chad Smith is 60.
Do you know they spelled...
The other guys are there in a matter of months.
They spelled magic wrong on that.
You know, listen...
surprised that
a lot of people told
unnoticed.
them. Yeah, a lot of people told them that, and they didn't want to hear it
because they were full of all that blood and sugar.
They said, "Don't tell us how to live." Quite frankly, before anybody else was on that tip, Red Hot Chili Peppers were on that tip, and they said, "We're gonna spell magic however we want." Hey, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kathy in Lyndhurst. Are you there?
Oh, Kathy. Oh, Cat.
Kathy in Lyndhurst. Let me put her on hold again, and then we'll see. Hey, Kathy. All right. Well, no, Kathy. Thank you for calling, Kathy.
Was Kathy the one that was texting you about the Guardians game needing to be on?
Oh, no.
Instagram man.
No, that's a guy named Alan who texts me or DMs me a lot and calls me awful names. And
what is wrong with him?
I don't know, but you'll notice that he always comes around to... he's someone who probably has got no shortage of people in his head telling him to do one thing or another.
He's a very angry man.
Right. Yeah, very angry. But I also... It seems to be kind of beyond him to restrain himself from that. And I don't care. I think it's funny. But he did post a play in 3 acts on my Instagram. Guardians, I think I mentioned, the home opener for Friday is sold out. They only have SRO tickets, which means sit right over here. I believe that's what it means.
SROH. They're different.
Well, they dropped the H because it's Ohio and they assume it's implied. They don't want to confuse people. So all they have left are SRO tickets. They were. I don't think anyone was concerned that they wouldn't have a sellout, but they did make it a point to mention, I'm sure in an effort to sell the remaining 4,500 tickets, that as of a couple of weeks ago, they were just shy of 5,000 unsold tickets. So
what changed? Tom Hanks bump.
You might be right.
They announced that Tom Hanks was coming to throw out the first pitch, and everyone was like,
I thought that was before.
They mentioned that on April 1st.
I was still here when that happened, yeah.
Yeah, and then when they really started to take off is last week when we announced that we're going to be at Pizza 216.
The Pizza 216. I think you're right, yeah. As soon as we announced that we were going to have a broadcast powered by Budweiser, I think everybody got in there. And
you think they could give me some Budweiser Zeros for that broadcast?
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet you that Budweiser doesn't even know they make that.
Well, I know they
No, we
make
can-
that.
It's the lowest priority on their stocking ladder.
We can make sure that there's some of those there.
Yeah.
We'll get some Budweiser zeros.
Because it's one of the only beers
But-
that's truly 0%.
We're going to do Budweiser Zero Roulette. There's going to be 5 Budweiser Zeros and then 1 Bud Diesel. So you
Figure it out.
got to figure out which one's which. And
Miss 50-50.
yeah.
These are
now, people would show up to our live event if that's like, is today the day that Mary
Relapses.
ruins her sobriety?
God, that would be bad for everybody. If I accidentally drank half a beer, I'm going balls to the wall. At that point, I'm like, screw it. I already ruined my
Half a
sobriety.
beer.
If I had already consumed alcohol,
You wouldn't go, I
Oops.
slipped.
Yeah.
I'm coming back to the precipice here. I'm going to pivot and jete back to Coolsville. What you would do is, well, had some beer. Now I'm
gotta
fully off the wagon.
I got to start over again tomorrow anyway. Let's take today.
I see. Your OSHA calendar goes back to 0 then.
Right.
Yeah.
So if my new sobriety date is April 16th,
Mm-hmm.
let's make the most of the 15th.
Wow.
Let's figure this out.
There you go.
Is
You
that-
guys
you
tell
guys-
me. Don't tell me.
Who said
Yes.
you didn't relapse? We knew your head is there, bro.
We're doing a live broadcast here.
You said
It's-
on the air. If I said on there, do you have it? And you said no.
where are we? Pizza 216.
Who's the pizza?
Who's the pizza? Where's my pizza? 216.
Who's two 6-cream pizzas? How many slices is that?
So anyway, tomorrow we're doing a power hour because the Guardians game is on MMS at 4:10 in Cincinnati against the Reds, and then Friday we'll be live downtown at Pizza 216, which is right on Euclid. So if you're looking to pregame, I will have tickets for the home opener, which is now sold out. So if you're still empty-handed, you might have a shot at winning those. But otherwise, if you're just looking to come by, and I haven't been there. Bill's been to Pizza 216.
It's good.
I've not been there either.
It's a good place.
Yeah.
This is an indoor thing? Or are
That's
we
my
outside?
understanding.
Okay.
My understanding is that we're going to be indoor.
Sometimes
But they
we
have
do
a
that on
patio.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather is supposed to be on a Friday. I think I would
It's going to be weathery.
prefer to be indoors.
I agree.
What's Friday look
It's
like?
like 48, I think.
68 and sunny.
No, not for Friday.
I'm looking at Friday right now.
Friday, I have 60 and windy.
Okay.
That's Berea, though.
Yes,
that
we will
different?
not be in Berea. We
But there's
will
going to be
be.
an 8-degree difference?
I got 58. I don't got 68.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there can be, if you have a band of weather that comes through. What is this? James, hello? What?
Yes, James.
James, hello.
Oh, hey. Okay. So this is a double win for me today. So I called in trying to just give you a what's up, and we had this, you and me, Alan, had a crazy little, well, it was more awkward for me than you, encounterment in Medina. But apparently I win the MLB, the show game, too, at the same time. So that's pretty cool.
When did you and I have an interaction, James?
Okay. So you guys remember, like, 2 years ago when you were doing go-karts? Over at the
Yeah, we did the high voltage karting challenge
Poundcake's
or whatever.
first win of an Alan Cox
Right.
Show.
I
got the helmet right here.
He's got the helmet. He's got the medal. Sure.
Yeah, no, that place rocks. I still have yet to do it outside. I've only done it indoor.
Yeah.
But, so, on that same block, on a beer run, I run over to Gecko, and there's fireworks blowing off at the square. I run inside Gecko. I take a quick look. I'm like, Alan? I could have swore you said James, but of course you didn't. Alan Cox! And then, of course, my phone's not working. I'm trying to get my camera to work. There's like a 10 off. And finally got the picture, and I'm like awkward, and you start laughing. And you remember that time?
No, I don't remember being.
Fireworks?
No, I don't remember being in a Get-Go that day.
Your daughter?
No, don't remember that. I remember fireworks. I don't remember stopping off in a Get-Go. I'll take your word for it. I mean, if you have me in a photo, then
Yeah, you were filling your tank up on your way home.
okay.
That was cool though. So I get a video game.
Wait, I was.
And I'm a first-time caller.
Just so I'm clear, I was filling my tank up at my car, and you ran up to take a photo.
You're right. So as you
Yeah.
were walking out, you must.
Why would that be awkward? Right.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know.
Right. Okay. Well, good. Thank you, James. Congratulations on the winning the game there. Is that what he's saying, Poundcake? He got a copy of the...
Yeah, I get
MLB The
so
Show.
there's a lot of people that call because that's all they want. They want to win. They call every time and they never win. This guy calls on accident. Like, well, he called on purpose, but he called to talk to you. He didn't call to win the prize, and he was my number 10 caller. Ain't that about a bitch? But yeah, he won.
About a bitch.
Ain't that about a bitch?
But yeah, I actually remember not his exact incident.
Wasn't that
'cause
a
I was there.
Nirvana album about a bitch? Or a song?
I call them girls.
It sounds vaguely familiar. No, I don't recall that, but I'm sure most things I don't recall like that. So it seems like he's got a lot of the other details there, and
I remember driving home and there was a bunch of fireworks because I couldn't get through.
it took
nowhere.
forever to get out of Medina
Yeah.
because it was rainy and there was fireworks.
Cops were
and-
everywhere.
But I do not remember going into a get-go. Hey, guess how many Kmarts are still in the United States?
14.
50.
3.
There are 3 Kmarts
Did you already
Only
see this?
3?
in the United States.
Read things, yeah.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, sorry that I.
Well, he had the
prepare
right
for the show
answer. I
every
mean,
day.
he, you know,
All right.
no,
Prep for the show.
there used to be well over 2,000 Kmarts in the United States. That hasn't been the case in a long time.
I can't believe they all closed. I didn't know they went away forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think going out of business
There's
means?
one out here. There's a super Kmart out here on Rockside or
No,
something.
that's closed.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's. I think it's still sitting unused, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they tore it down, but
I'm saying, but going out of business means, it doesn't exist. Why are there 3 then?
well, they're going to continue to operate in Westwood, New Jersey, Bridgehampton on Long Island, and Miami. Those are the 3, all East Coast.
Because they make the most money, I'm assuming?
Oh, I don't think any of them are making money.
Well, what's
I
the
don't.
point?
I don't know. Maybe there are enough people that are going there to. I don't know.
That was just like the whole Best Buy video thing. Like they were hanging on as a novelty, weren't they?
You mean Blockbuster?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Did I say Best Buster?
Best. You said Best Buy Video, but those are. I mean, Best Buys have downsized majorly too.
Yeah,
though.
so Blockbuster.
I didn't even think Best Buy was still a thing.
it's still around.
Is it?
Like Circuit City, is that still around?
Nope.
No,
That's gone.
That's gone.
Fries is. Do you guys have Fries here?
We never
it
had
does in
Fries.
Chicago.
Never heard of that.
But
call
no,
them
Circuit
chips.
City is long gone.
So we call them chips.
We don't.
Chips. No, Fry's Electronics is what it's called. We have ABC Warehouse in Illinois, all these kinds of places. But yeah, there are 3 Kmarts remaining. Why they're keeping them open, Poundcake, I don't know.
So you can ship
That's
your
it.
pants.
So you can ship your pants, right?
you
I
gotta ship
shipped
your
my
pants.
pants right here. Was that Kmart?
That was Kmart.
Wow, that was a last-ditch effort to get people talking about
sure
Kmart,
was.
I guess.
It worked.
Yeah,
Mary,
We talked about it.
I got dumped for the first time while you were gone.
Wait a minute.
that can't possibly be correct.
That means you got a boyfriend and got dumped in a week?
No, I mean dumped on air.
Oh, I was like, you got a boyfriend
he said a
and
bad
dumped?
word.
Come on.
Yeah, he did.
In 7 days? What bad word?
I was as confused as you. Like
bad
I
word
don't
did he
know
say?
what he's talking about here.
He dropped an S-bomb.
On accident.
Oh, S word for poop?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's word for poop.
I like how he clarifies by accident.
Yeah, you didn't do it. on purpose.
I did that by accident. So if you are, I don't know if we have bureau chiefs in Westwood, New Jersey. I know we've got a couple on Long Island, and I know we've got them in Miami. Those are your last 3 Kmarts.
Imagine that. That's
Listen,
probably-
Kmart back in the day,
that's a
they were
close-knit family.
They were like the first. Kmart was the first chain I remember that did like layaway.
Dude,
That wasn't a thing. A lot of people survived on layaway.
Every single year for back to school, we went to Kmart and did layaway. That was like our big shopping trip. Is we would go. I'm dead
It's such
serious.
I know, but it's such a broke family thing
Yes,
because that was
we're-
mine too.
Yeah, we would go and it would
That's
be.
why a lot of people benefited from layaway.
It would be me and my sister, and we'd each get like $200 or $300 worth of clothes for our back to school, and we would put them on layaway every single time. And
so
we'd get
how
to
does
take-
that work?
So you'd get to take like, I say you put, it's $400, and say you put $75 down. You can take $75 worth of the items with you. From what I remember, I was a little
I don't
kid.
remember
So why
this.
not just shop when you have the money?
Because
What was the
we
point of
needed-
layaway?
Because you need the clothes
You
while
need
they're
the clothes,
in stock.
yeah, while they're there and like in season.
So this would secure your items.
Yeah.
And then when you have more money, you would go back and your stuff's in a box and they pull more out?
Because they can't give you all of it, because then you can just leave with $400 worth of clothes
No,
for
I get that.
$75.
Yep.
So I'm trying. I was a little kid, and this. So this
So
is
you're paying
before my dad left.
installments and they give you what your
think-
installment
No,
is worth?
I don't know.
No, I don't think that's right.
I was gonna say I thought it was just a payment plan for people who didn't have the money.
Yeah,
I thought
I
that's
didn't know you
can't-
could
what it
take
was.
stuff until you paid for all
Me
of it.
either.
I feel like we would always leave with like 1 or 2 outfits or
Well,
like a
maybe
new
she
pair of
paid
shoes.
for those things and then had
this-
the rest on layaway.
Yeah, this said you had to pay for all of it before they would give it to you.
So maybe maybe my parents they said, hey, you can take a first day of school outfit. We'll pay for that, and we'll put $50 down on layaway. Maybe that's what I'm remembering.
So you're giving them money, I assume, every month, and then
Or every week.
you hope that they, like when you're all paid up, they give you...
No, they hold it.
I know they hold it, but then like the stuff that you need, you get 4 months later or
If
5...
it takes you 4 months, but you can do it like we would do it weekly. My dad got paid every week, so every Friday he would go put
I see.
$50 down on our school clothes or whatever. So what I'm remembering, my parents must have bought us our first day of school outfits separately, where they're like, hey, you can buy this, and then we'll get the rest of it on layaway.
Well, then layaway must have been killed by like the rise of store credit cards and things
Yeah,
like that.
probably.
Yeah. Every year we did that. Every single year for back to school, we went to Kmart layaway.
And then if you didn't ever go and pick it up, they'd set it on fire. So this isn't a new thing.
Right.
Just like Amazon.
Yeah, but in front of you.
It's energy recovery is
Yeah,
what we
so-
like to call it.
Just to make sure you know that you're poor, they burn it in front of you and go, you'll never have this now.
You'll never be able to afford
Not only
this.
have you do you not get this, no one else
Nobody
gets this
can,
either.
yeah.
So then if you didn't pay for all of your items, they're going to charge you a fee, right? Because those are off the floor and nobody else can buy them. So that seems counterproductive to the
What do you mean? If
well,
you don't pay for it, they put it back.
right, but the whole time they've been holding it for you, that's been stock that they can't sell. So there had to be a fee if you didn't finish your layaway.
That I don't know. I was a little kid when we did this, so I don't
Yeah.
know the ins and outs of it. But I mean, I just know we would go get a lot of clothes at once, and then we would make payments on it, and then get it in a month or two.
So it's not like RTO. Like I remember a buddy of mine back in the day rented with like a huge widescreen TV.
Like Rent-A-Center.
Rent-A-Center.
yeah,
style,
but
yeah.
he like didn't pay on it or something.
They're not gonna come
so
take our clothes back.
they
no.
come and take the television out of the living room. Oh God.
No, that's never happened.
Yeah, layaway. It was like something I had heard of and was like vaguely familiar with. Like I think I understood how it worked, but we never did it.
Yeah.
But I remember Kmart was the place where people were doing that. This is pre-Walmart, Sears, I think, did layaway too.
There's a Kmart in Berea, so we would always just go up the street and.
Once the balance was met, you got your stuff. Yeah, so you go, okay, here's $400 worth of stuff. Let's say you paid $50 a week. That means in 2 months,
We would go
you'd
early.
have the stuff you wanted.
We would go school shopping in like July, like
Right when they put everything out.
right when they put everything out, so that way we would have it by the time we would need it.
I got
so
you.
you would
You'd
backtrack
back-time it.
Yeah, so if my dad knew he could put $50 a week on it or $100 a paycheck, however it worked, he would back time it so that way around the time school started, we would have clothes to wear for school.
Oh.
Or school supplies. Like they would go start buying all of our school supplies.
School supplies.
We would go a month before school, right when they put it all out, and put all of our school supplies on layaway because we had 5 kids, you know?
Do you guys want any breaking news before I go to a break?
No.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
Can I guess what this is too?
You can.
This guy.
Britney Spears is pregnant.
Yeah, there you
Alan
go.
Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
I ate that alien burger and now I got superpowers.
Yeah, Britney Spears has announced that she is pregnant.
Is that what your breaking news was? Really?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, it
did
was.
Bill send
I
it to
think
you?
that's why she took herself off of
No,
social
but he
media.
reads. He sees things. Yeah. People tell him things.
Wait, she took herself off social media?
Speaking of professionalism, when is it professional to publicly bash someone who's going through a hard time? Leave Britney alone!
So I got a pregnancy test and, well, I'm having a baby, she wrote. Her and her boyfriend, Sam Asghari.
That's going to be a good looking baby.
You know what we did watch over the weekend?
What's that?
With our daughter, because we thought it'd be funny. We watched Good Burger.
Oh, really?
Which I had never watched the show or the movie. I knew it was Keenan and Kel, and Kel Mitchell could not have been more annoying in that movie. But the funny thing was, too, is we're watching it, and Gwen goes, who's the girl, the black girl that works with them at Good Burger? And I go, that's Shar Jackson. She's like, remember Shar Jackson?
Shar Jackson.
She was the one who had the kids with Federline, and then he bailed for Britney Spears. Shar Jackson was in the news way back in the day because Federline had 2 kids with her. He was her baby daddy. And she did other things, but she was primarily known for Good Burger.
So you didn't have a good laugh when he said, oh, and no, I can't even remember anything about that movie.
Oh, I chuckled a couple times.
Burger.
Like Abe Vigoda is in it. And,
that's
you
funny.
know, yeah.
The fish?
Fish, yeah. But no, Kel Mitchell, I mean, that guy, I'm like, this character would have never like been released from a room, you know. And it was a goofy kids movie or whatever. It was fine. But clearly, Kenan Thompson, you know, Sinbad's in
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Can I take your order?
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, anyway, so Britney's pregnant, and Mazel Tov. Congratulations to her. She is the mother of 2 teen sons with ex-husband Kevin Federline. And I think she's officially 40 years old now, right? She'll be 41 just before Christmas this year. So congrats to her, right? You knew it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, she's been
This
trying to
is the full bloom of her independence. She's gonna do everything that they didn't let her do, no matter how ill-advised or whatever. Everything they haven't let her do, she's gonna do, including getting knocked up. Pulling the goalie. Announcement leaves fans confused is the headline that I saw. Well, congratulations. I've got to take a break. I will have passes for Bad Flower. If you dig this band, Bad Flower, they're playing April 29th, a couple of Fridays away at the House of Blues. So if you want to go see that.